Hello, welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate. Welcome back if you're returning. Make sure you like and comment. Let me know you're here and watching and what pile you choose. And if you are new, then just welcome in general. Doing a pick a card today. And the pick a card, I feel like, is going to be something along the lines of what do you need to know about yourself right now? What do you need to know about your mission? Something along those lines. I'm just going to pull a few cards and see how many piles we're going to do for this reading. Do we have any more? Okay, so I was getting the feeling like there was going to be a lot for this one, and that each of the readings were going to be a little shorter. So if you like the idea of watching multiple, then feel free to look at the time codes and see which time code jumps out at you. You can do it like that, or you can look at the cards as I pull them up to see which one you feel drawn to. What I'm going to do is see what what you need to be aware of. I'm feeling like it's like, what do you need to get to the next level in life? Like, what's this current phase of your growth all about? Something along those lines. These bangs, I honestly should have curled them before I jumped on, but I thought maybe they looked cool messy. Anyway, so this is card 1, Detachment, Karma, Grief. Oh, how am I? Like 5 cards, come on. Nobody asked for that. Nobody. All right. Okay, Deepening and Grounded. So, Detachment, Karma, Grief, Deepening, and Grounded. Doesn't need to be specifically like, oh, I was just recently grieving, so that has to be my card. But like, if it matches what you're currently going through, then that's cool. So these are the 5 cards. We're going to start with pile 1 and see what happens. And then that will guide the rest of them. So pile 1, Detachment. What do you need to get to your next level in life? Your next level. How do you boss up? With this group, I'm getting that like you need to apply yourself to something, that it's like you need to sit down and do it, whatever the thing is. I'm feeling like maybe it's like a habit or something, like a habit or a practice. Maybe you've been wanting to get into meditation. I'm being careful not to pull too many cards, but you know me, I always pull a lot. Yeah, pile 1. One of the other things that you're needing right now is to dive in. I'm getting the feeling like there's a habit or a lifestyle choice that you've been avoiding, and in this time you're being asked to face it. And so this is how hopefully you're going to get the help on how to do that, and yeah, what you're currently being asked to do. So detachment is about feeling whole inside. So this is about deep soul work. Right now, you're chewing on stuff that is really important. It's important life stuff that, you know, this is to me where life really happens. It's in these in-between moments of like, you just need to go, like I'm hearing, you just need to go sit on a rock and think about life. I'm also feeling like you're feeling like you have an intention towards some sort of big project that's going to help people. In this big project that's going to help people, you are often not showing up for it. So I'm getting Diana, focused intention, and Kali Ma, facing fear. And both of these these goddesses, both of them are a little intense. I feel like you've been taking it easy. You've been taking a lazy route around something. And these women are saying, it's time to get this done. It's time to face your fear. There's no darting around it. You've done what you need to. The prep work is as done as it can be. And right now, action needs to start. And so what is that action going to look like, right? Here are some parts of yourself that are going to help you bring this action forward. You're being asked to look at this stuff and you're being asked to face the fear because you're ready to face the fear now. Okay. So liberator, perfect, right? So it says freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs and releasing negative thought patterns. But the shadow is ignoring legitimate constraints and imposing your own tyranny over others that you claim to liberate. So helping others rise is not about you being at the top of that structure. Helping others rise is helping them rise as far and as fast and as powerfully as they can. Hopefully inspiring you to continue your own as well, right? To continue your own growth. You also got this prostitute energy, really interesting, because it says it places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And that's what I feel. I feel like you've been saying that there's other things in the way, like money or security. But in every single day, you have also had the ability to move further on this goal. And that's just the truth of the matter. Right now, the thing that is at your heart's desire, the thing that you are wanting to take action on is ready for you to take action on it. And it's you holding yourself back from you at this point with this situation and with this pile. I think in the past, you may have ignored legitimate restriction or constraint or blocks. And that is what's causing you to say, oh, I'm probably just doing that again. But right now, you are safe to move forward, is what I'm hearing. Mediator. It's funny. I first read that and was like meditator because I told you to meditate already. So mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life and respect for both sides of an argument. Yes. So that is the light attribute. And that's what I'm feeling called to. There's also the shadow, which is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. So, okay. Okay. This is part of the message. What you need to know for this next level of life is that it's not about you. It's about the greater community and it's about a greater purpose. You need to make sure that you are the focus of your life while you take action that helps others. So it's not about those actions then helping you figure your own stuff out. It's the other way. So it's a good thing because it shows that you've been, figuring out what you need to be and what it takes to get this idea and this stuff out there. I'm really getting that there's some sort of like humanitarian project and also like career shift happening for this group. So it says, think about what you desire and set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. And that's what I feel you're doing is like really figuring out how can I be realistic about this and get the best possible outcome towards that goal. And what I'm telling you is you need to do the work now. You need to figure out what is the best possible outcome? How can you get closer? Ask yourself the question. Okay. This needs to be an entire collective energy video. I'm taking such weird positions right now, but this needs to be an entire collective energy video because there's so much for me to say about why it's important to ask questions. And there's like a huge, huge amount coming into me lately about how to help people ask good questions that help you get to the bottom of the truth and the heart of the matter. Something that, I've been working hard to learn for many years naturally, but not everyone knows how to apply their brain to that kind of understanding. So I would like to share more of that. That's my commitment to you, Pile One. I will help you with understanding how to ask the right questions to get to where you are wanting to be. I will help you with that. Another energy that is helpful to you, something important for you to acknowledge, is this hermit energy within yourself. And the hermit energy seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, and it serves personal creativity. And the shadow attribute is withdrawing from society out of fear or negative judgments from others. So refusing to help those in need. And that is the energy you are needing to be aware of within yourself. The hermit character only serves you insofar as you are focusing intently on your inner life and serving your own personal creativity. If you hermit up, but then still do just the bare minimum for your own inner life, then what you're actually doing is refusing to help others with the energy that you do have, because the energy either needs to be focusing inward, helping growth that way, or helping growth out. It's like either internally or externally, but we're focusing on growth and building and creating. There are times where I will tell you it's time to destroy, it's time to walk away, it's time, like this is a time where you're just needing to act. That is what you're being told to do. That's how you're going to get to your next level, is you're going to stop seeing things as happening at you or to you or, you know, all about you. You're going to start looking more holistically, because you actually, once you face some of that inner life, you know, a little more fully. And again, it might be about asking the right questions of yourself or of others. Placing your job and material things or material connections, superficial connections, above your own soul growth is really not ever going to help anyone. And what you want is to help the greater community. That's genuinely what you want. And I know that. So it's time for you to, yeah, time for you to either hermit up or hermit out. Hermit up, hermit out. It's funny. Okay, moving on to pile number 2. I am going to attempt to keep these a little more succinct. Yeah. I just checked the time. I'm like, I got 4 more to go. Okay, let's do this. If you've watched the weekly reading from this week or the Twin Flame Love Connection reading from this week, you've seen me have to take a gulp of juice, and I'm going to finish this juice before these videos are done. It's so strong. Okay, karma, pile 2, karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Pile 2, I'm going to pull some past life cards. This is a deck that's hiding on me because I very rarely use it for the collective readings. I only have used it once or twice, I think, for collective readings, and it didn't have that much to do with it. Sorry, I've got a bit of a mess of wires here. Okay. Past life. I'm already feeling really, really pulled back to a past life, which is why I've just resettled my energy here and announced to you that I'm changing gears. Okay, pile 2. What you need to do for this next level of your life is align your timelines. You are stuck in a variety of timelines, not all of them this one right now, this best timeline that we're currently in. Okay, nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. So obviously past life healing, this is going to be something that you didn't even realize was as part of your life, or have known about it, but have been like, that's basically part of my personality. It goes so far back, or I don't really know how to operate not like that. That's past life stuff. You know, it's stuff that it feels so ingrained in you that it's like, yeah, from the past. So what went on in this past life? What do I need to know? Let's see. I'm going to look at this all at once and just get a feeling. And maybe this past life connection of some kind will help you get to the next level in your life. I'm not even looking at the cards, but I'm already getting the feeling like part of this karma and past life is like really feeling like things are happening at you. And so one of the things that I will tell you about a past life is you're not currently living it. You're in your life now. You have ultimate choice. You can create your own destiny. And also that work is done for you already. But the thing that you need to understand is that it's not about fault and blame and payback, not about that. So the resentment that is sitting with you from a past life doesn't have an ability to be processed as anger or as revenge in this life, because you're not able to act on those circumstances. So what it needs to, you know, is to be addressed and released. And the way that you can release things sometimes is by putting in more good, so it just sort of falls away. And that's usually the approach that I take, is like not to go and seek and figure out all the different elements of what could have happened in those past lives, but more to see, well, what are the elements that are holding you back currently, and how can we just instill and create those things for you in this life so that you don't have to feel like you're going without. That's usually what it feels like. It feels like you're going without something, or something was taken from you or not given to you or not afforded to you in this lifetime, when it's like a past life thing. All right. That's my experience anyway. Okay. I don't actually specialize in past lives. It just shows up often enough, and has showed up in my life in like, I mean, not fun ways. So there you go. Angel support, you're getting balance and new beginnings. So already the feeling for me is that you really need to address this thing that's lingering that feels like it won't go away. The feels like it won't go away is the thing that you have time for now and that you're being asked to get rid of so you can get to that next level in your life. The karma and past life that you may have gone through, I'm seeing transportation, persecution and inquisition, warriors and battles. You're also getting island, lake, and summer solstice. So that's stillness, solitude, and radiance. I mean, and that could be very confusing. To me, it's feeling like quite strong. I'm seeing that sun and that summer solstice as like a heated energy. I'm getting that you actually had a lot of anger in a past life. Yeah, and I think you were really wronged. I think a lot of people did a lot of wrong to you, and so that anger has carried on to this life, going, who's gonna have to deal with this now? And if you're a nice person, you might have hidden some of that anger. You might not have actually let it out, or it might come out in ways that don't feel like they're like you know, or for a little thing, and you're like, what? Like, why am I angry about that now? You know? Okay. This persecution and inquisition, I feel as though it called your very being into question and was your eventual demise. It feels as though people questioning you and your authenticity was your demise, and you feel as though there was like a great injustice, and that you were trying to help people live their lives a little bit more unbound, but the binds got you, and that was it. And just that sucks. That's just how that life went. And it was really hard. And so now some of that anger is here. And it's interesting. I feel as though you were cast away. And so it's like you were cast away from a community, and then that was eventually your demise. So it's like you're walking and walking and walking, and there just wasn't anything for you. And so you were left to wander. And that solitude and stillness is very much a part of that. I'm getting some of this was a bit of a pilgrimage, like you were delivering a message, and that it was very dangerous. Maybe you were carrying codes or something for someone, or carrying a message in a time of war for some lifetime ago. We have tuberose as a botanical inspiration here. It says dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. So danger definitely feels like this group, you're meant in this lifetime to rise above what was a very heavy circumstance of people not trusting and not getting to know and not validating you. So your journey is to help with the opposite of those things. That's generally what I say. The things that have hurt us the most are the things that we're here to help heal in the world. Okay, let's get one of these here. What else does pile 2 need to know? Yeah, inner child. Okay. So inner child, past life healing, you're getting really called to deal with your root chakra. So if you have never learned about the root chakra and you're looking for some ways to get into that, I mean, past life healing, booking a session to talk about inner child work, also reflecting on your childhood, you know, if you're feeling in a stable place to be able to process some of these things. Feels like you need to let go of beliefs, outdated beliefs. And this is a very sweet, special card. It says, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one and let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. So the dramatic piece about this past life, right, is if you were cast away and no one took your word as valuable, and you were made to basically walk the countryside. I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable, but like you're basically made to walk the countryside and like hope that someone might look favorably upon you. And you're just like on your own, doing your own thing all the time, just you on your own, needing. And then that was just how your life ended. Like it was just, you just had to keep figuring it out, and you were left stranded. And there was, poor weather or poor sickness. Like it was just one of the ways of living in life. And so it almost feels like in that lifetime, you felt as though it was like a personal slight and you were owed something. But anytime you would meet someone then after that first time, if you would come across someone, they would look upon you and just go, oh, I'm not sure if we can trust this person. But the thing is, it's because in that lifetime, and this is really hard because physically, it was a very strenuous life. It was a very scary lifetime for you. It wasn't something that like made sense in the moment, but behind what was going on, energetically, you carried the burden with you your whole life. And that was actually a choice. And it was a choice that made sense in that lifetime, but it is not a choice that makes sense in this lifetime. So the people who have either cast you away or the people who maybe don't understand you, I need you to see it as a yet. It's a yet. It's not yet. At any moment in that past life, someone could have come your way. And if your energy was in a place where you knew that that wasn't personal, then you would have opened that next person up with open arms. But because you were with that pain, they saw you as someone who, anyone who came across your path saw you as someone who did not want to engage, who did not want to be a part of community, and who did not want to unload this backpack of pain that you were holding. And again, in that lifetime, that actually makes sense. It was really hard. In this lifetime, that's now an old grief, old pain that doesn't even belong here. So the ways that that's affecting you is like fast, you know? So that's what you're being called to address to get to your next level. If you want to work with me on a one-on-one level, I'm there. Let's do this. I don't have much else to add there. That's a big healing ask, and might bring up a lot of fear for you, even just admitting that that is like some true part of your story or your psyche, or parts of the story seem to make sense to you, right? If that wasn't your past life, at least there's elements that make sense. But you can do this, pile two, and should you wish for support on your journey or for some more spirit messages to help you unlock some of those things that are hiding for you personally, then feel free to book below. Okay, thanks so much. Pile three, let's keep it going. Pile three, grief. Grief and also heart. I'm getting really like heartbreak, chest pain, lung issue maybe. It says tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. That's so cute. I never read that card. That's so cute. Yeah, maybe you need to cry, pile three. Maybe that's what's going to help you get to your next level in life, is having a good old cry sesh. Maybe you just need some tears. You need some tears, need some warmth. That's what I'm getting. It's funny. It's the color temperature has been changing a bit. It's very warm now. I just had to check. Whew. It's like the more that juice sits, the stronger it gets. And I'm just gonna have to chug this after this card reading. I'm gonna chug that because I just said it. You can hold me accountable, pile three. Gosh. Okay, pile three, grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. You're also getting death, abundance, and sexual energy. So there's a lot of energy about this pile right now. What are you going to need to get into your next level in life? Stuff's going to have to die and fall away. Stuff is going to have to leave. Compromise, sacrifice, death. There will need to be that. That's not something to be scared of. That's something to prepare for. Maybe a bit morbid. That's really funny. I'm getting that this group actually has a dark sense of humor. So that's something that you have not acknowledged a lot lately, and that maybe needs a space to live. I'm getting that you have a dark sense of humor. There's something about this heart that's sounding funny to me. Like I just saw someone giving a Valentine with an anatomical heart, but that's like diseased or something, and being like, I don't feel this way. And it's like, well, that's not funny. And the person receiving the Valentine is just so confused, but this person's like chuckling away. That's what I'm getting. It's really a funny image. Sexual energy is really about understanding your own balance of masculine and feminine internally, what's happening. You might find it interesting to listen to the twin flame or divine masculine feminine readings that I do, because sometimes you can apply it entirely just you within yourself. The abundance, that just got so bright. The abundance piece for me is feeling like when you cry and release this energy, you're just going to be so grateful. You're going to feel open, and you're going to feel in that place where you just have everything you need. So it's not about wealth at all, actually. This is really about life abundance, the best kind, the kind where you're having this beautiful moment in time, and you just go, oh, this is everything I need. That abundance. That's what abundance feels like. So pile 3, maybe you need some lessons on abundance or manifestation, or staying aligned to those things. That's really what first brought me to this whole practice of energy alignment, and why the Align Your Life stuff came out for me is that I needed it for my business. I was like, how do I align everything so that, it matches now and can feed me sustainably? Which now it does, because I aligned everything in my life, my choices. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to alignment. Okay. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So I'm not sure if you might have listened to another reading already, but this came up in one of the earlier piles. Maybe it came up in this might be the twin flame card, honestly, like the pile. Okay, interesting. So it says, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So I'm getting the feeling like what you need to get into the next level of your life is a conversation that allows you to be vulnerable, that brings you to tears potentially. I mean, maybe you just don't feel that, but maybe you do. That there's needs to be something that feels honest, true. I'm also getting the sense that some of the things that are dying and going away is because they are just not needed. It feels really like a falling away that's natural, that you don't need to focus the energy on that. And the energy really needs to be on that release. It just really feels like an emotional release needs to happen. I'm getting lots of feathers on the heads here. So a connection upwards, a connection to spirituality as well. The sexual energy, I'm also getting that if this has to do with a romantic connection, I'm going to pull a romance card actually now. What do we need to know about? Get to the next level. Oh my. Okay. So wedding, which just came out in the twin flame reading that I did actually today. So I'm not sure when I'm releasing these videos as to when that'll line up, but that was on the feminine side, the you and your person. And then attraction, which very much feels like masculine. This could very well be the twin flame, people end up choosing this one. Oh, yeah. I'm getting so many feelings right now because I also have a deeper connection with this path here. What you need to get yourself into that next level is to step towards attraction of a romantic kind. And I'm getting a fear of commitment. So it may be releasing a fear of commitment is what you're currently being asked to do by that wedding. And the wedding card just sits with the death and the sexual energy. So it's very interesting. The falling away could literally just be the fear. The fear itself doesn't have to be dealt with. You need to deal with the opposite side of the fear. So what is on the other side of fear of commitment, right? What's on the other side of that? Enjoying connection, having people you can rely on, committing, right? Is it some type of devotional energy? Is it little things? Is it big things? What's on the other side of the fear of commitment, and can you get that thing, or can you work towards that thing rather than the fear? If you work towards the fear, you will do a very good job of creating more fear. So sassy. All right. Some character cards. Don Juan, hilarious because sexual energy. This is highlighting the fact that you actually can seduce and romance people very easily. And that may be why some of that fear of commitment it's almost a game. It's been so easy to do that you're like, do I really want to stop playing that? But the thing you need to understand is that attraction and magnetism never leaves you. You know, if you're in a marriage, right? If this wedding happens and you're in a marriage, attraction and seduction and magnetism will always be a factor of your life, whether or not it's with that person or in a sexual way or romantic way or not, right? What it actually is how can you draw energy in and out, and it's really much more pure than it is sexualized or dramatic or painful. Much more pure than that is like how things are. So you have very positive seductive qualities. The ability that you have to draw people to you is magical. That's the Don Juan. And really, a fear of commitment could be a fear of stepping away from controlling tendencies. If you're someone who's very used to being able to gain attention or seduce easily, right? It could be very intimidating to be in a place where you allow yourself to be seduced and you allow there to be a shared energy of that. It can actually be intimidating to be honest and to be vulnerable beyond the seducing, acquiring, and maintaining, right? There's deepening, there's growing, there's a lot more to that. And so it could be that's where the fear sort of keeping you limited. The thief energy. I'm getting, this is actually like, they're like hiding the heart, but like showing, it's like, I immediately saw like a poker game and people showing their hands to each other. And I was like, why are they all showing their hands to each other? That's not how you play. But it's, yeah, this really interesting. It's like a kind of like a gangster mob character. I just really like this card. I love the thief archetype as well. I'm writing a musical right now as like a side project with a friend, and this character really speaks to me a lot. So the thief sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So a thief understands that, you know, you can always find what you need to find and get your wealth, cannot be taken away. And then the shadow is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So what you think you are in need of or lacking are the things you're going to try and take from others. And that's just how that works. So let's try not as much as possible. Okay, you're getting sexual energy to me here is about dealing with toxic masculine issues for certain, because you have knight and then you also have father. So you had knight, father, thief, and Don Juan. Like, what is a man to you? Because you're getting lots of different varieties of what this energy looks like, this masculine pursuant energy. Oh, pile 3. This is a big this is a big pile. I was like, maybe I won't do a twin flame or love connection reading. Already did it, did this pile. It's basically a whole separate reading, right? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Night energy. This is also what you're needing to see, pile 3. In order to get to this next phase of your life, you're going to need to address what you believe about men and the masculine energy in the world. Two separate ideas, but also not entirely separate when it comes down to it and how it's played out. So the knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, and a love of honor. But the shadow side to a knight is allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle and romantic delusions. So, I mean, this is 100% confirmed now that this is the love connection reading that I already did. So I will try to link, I'm going to try and remember to link that whoever watches that reading maybe comes to watch this and vice versa, because I think they'll both be relevant to you right now in this time. So yeah, pile 3, just go down to the link. You'll see a note, hopefully. Pile 3, if I haven't done that, you're my accountability group. You make sure I make that comment and make sure I drink this juice at the end. I'm doing one more sip. Oh, it's going to take 2 more. And it's so bitter because that ginger has just been sitting in it while I've had meetings. Okay, pile 3. So the romantic delusions piece has to do with that reading. And so just go and look at that as well and try to understand where the masculine or where your person is, or if you're the masculine watching this, like where you're at and maybe what delusions you're currently looking at, and how to dispel those. And the work that you're being asked to do, no matter who you are, no matter which side you're on here, is the work of looking at your father dynamic, what you expect from men, what you hope for, what you learn for, or learn from them, what you need, and what you desire from men, right? if you're a divine masculine in a man body and you're watching this and you don't know what you desire from other men, like go look at that. Go look at that. Doesn't need to be romantic, doesn't need to be sexual. It just needs to be intimate. There needs to be an intimacy of how we share with each other. We're all connected, right? We're all connected, then we, yeah, that stuff needs to be looked at. Whew. A lot of ideas here. Okay, Father. I'm going to watch this and be like, wow, that was really connected. And it feels like everything has been separate ideas for me here. Father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So this could be informing, because it's the last card I left to read. This could be informing you about this overall energy that is your next phase. It might be that you're going in towards a father role on a project, in a family. I'm getting for a lot of you that it's like in a family dynamic for sure when you're getting the wedding. So it could be that you're wanting these things in your life. It could be that you've been like a Don Juan and you've maybe taken more than you've given. And yeah, it's interesting. So the shadow attribute of a father is dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So it may be really imperative at this time for you to look at who in your life you could consider an authority that you believe in, and authority who is a dictator who you either align with or don't. But often with dictators, there isn't like a choice to align or not align in their mind. And so something that's just really important to know is that might be something that you have to take a look at. Where are you enacting that in yourself? Like where you can ask this to yourself, where am I being a controlling dictator of myself? Where am I allowing my authority to be abused? Where am I choosing to not follow authority? And is that good? Is it not? Et cetera, et cetera. Lots to, discover or inquire of yourself there. I'm getting the feeling like this group may want some support on getting to the root of some of their wounds and some of their issues. And so if you are looking to book a session, I would be happy to help you with these things. These are very up my alley as far as interest is concerned, to help people with their deeper things. So if you want to reach out, you can do so. Intuitive guidance would maybe be a good place for you to start, or the Align Your Life process, because alignment is very much about uncovering all these different aspects of self. So thanks so much, Pile 3. I'm going to finish this juice now because I promised you. It's honestly, I love nutrition and it's so good, but it's just ginger, It's just the pitta in me. I can't handle that, like, it's just a lot of intensity. It's a lot of spice. I don't know. I find it very spicy. Whew. There was a lot more of it at the bottom. Oh, that is going to wake up my whole system. Okay. Pile 4. Thanks, Pile 3. You're a champ. I just appreciate your energy being here. Okay, Pile 3. Pile 3, deepening. Pile 3, I'm crying because I just had way too much ginger in my juice, not because I'm upset. Deepening. You are on Earth for enough lifetimes, or once you're on Earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. Those bring the peace of God. So this group is already feeling like what you're needing right now is to find peace, to find your inner peace, and potentially to find your connection to God or to source energy. Sorry. I hate fiddling with things so much, but at a certain point, you just sort of let go and go with it. I'm getting from this group that you're really fidgety, really itchy. I'm getting really itchy. It may be that it's like an anxiety thing, because one of my signs for anxiety is just itchiness or feeling uncomfortable in the body. Okay, deepening. I'm also getting drawn to cats. So it might be that you really like cats, or have felt close to cats lately, or maybe have a little story about cats recently. Let me know if cats are like becoming more present for you, or if you're just really into cats and you picked this pile. That would be cool. All right, immersion, intuition, eternal memories. Yeah, deepening memories. I feel like right now, Pile 4, what you need to do in this next level of life is reaffirm the things that you've already learned. So it feels like if you don't reaffirm what you've already learned, you risk putting yourself in a more stagnant feeling position of just assuming that you've done all the work you need to do. And in no way is that true. You have a lot more healing and growing and work that can be done. And so by not attaching to how good you're doing, this is really funny. This is like opposition to confidence building advice. You need to tell yourself there's more to be done. There's more to be done. It's nice to be confident, and there's more to be done. I hope that is ringing like positively with you as it feels for me. It feels like you're doing a lot, you've done a lot, you've got a lot to do, and it's not really a time for slowing down, and it's not really a time for questioning either. It feels as though you're probably walking a more spiritual path, than your everyday person. Just by being here, you're probably walking a more spiritual path just by caring to watch this video. So you're getting new beginnings, and it's all good. So I love that for you. Pile 3, it feels as though the new beginnings also have to do with a partnership, because I'm seeing 2 eggs, and it's feeling very much like, like a partnership or like a growing time. It's all good being a circle and being so connected. I'm honestly, I just want to reaffirm the fact for you that you don't need to run so hard or so fast. That's it. Okay. You're so used to working hard to do your own inner and spiritual work that you feel as though when you're not working hard, you're not working and therefore not growing. And it starts informing like a very different story for you. What you're needing to do is learn how to step off the gas and enjoy things, and recognize that it's all good so you can deepen in your wisdom. You just won't deepen in your wisdom if you feel like you need to fix more things. What you need to do is climatize to what currently is here. Climatize is a good word, actually. It's like you're climbing a mountain. It's a spiritual mountain, and you're way further than other people, but that does not mean you get to just sit and stop. That doesn't mean you go racing down the hill to catch up with other people. It means you maintain your leadership position. And if that means going at half the speed because you've made it now here, now you can go half the speed and focus on something else internally, then do that, right? If it's about going double to show, hey, you know what, I haven't even reached my own limits yet, then go do double, right? However it is you're being called to continue stepping up, I feel that's what you're being asked to do is deepen by ascending. Deepen by ascending, she says as she pulls out the ascension card. Great. Self-love and burden. So you need to ascend and continue ascending so that this issue from your past of not being able to love yourself fully doesn't become your walking burden up the rest of that mountain. The rest of that mountain is meant to be traveled with bare bones, bare essentials, a limited amount of baggage, and a lot of self-love and belief in self. A lot of faith is what is needed in this, next stretch of your life. Because I'm getting that you just get a lot. You get it, you get it. Hopefully that's a comfort for you to hear, pile 4, because, I know that you really want to get to that next stage in life, that next phase. And part of getting to that next phase is genuinely appreciating and soaking up all of the current phase and holding space for the excitement of it, but still acting, aligned to it currently now. So you're getting soul flame, Radha, Jaya Radha. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. And then you also have charity, prayer, and contemplation. So I am getting the feeling like some of this deepening and maintaining your vibration, I'm saying like hold the course, like maintaining your vibration is going to help bring soul flame or soul connections closer to you. I also feel like you're going to step into manifesting. If manifesting is something that was like really easy for you in the past, but you felt like you disconnected from it being so easy, it's because there's a lot of energetic shifts from how manifestation works that people aren't quite aware of in the larger field. So it's like everyone talks about manifesting in a certain kind of, not everyone, the mainstream talks about manifesting in a certain kind of way that actually limits you from deepening and continuing to deepen on your journey. It's like very achievement based. So what you're beginning to understand is that if you ask for the deeper things, you will receive those deeper things if you are also focusing your attention and looking for them. So a deeper thing could be, why do you want to travel, right? Why do you want travel um, to explore a new environment? Okay, can you explore a new environment? Sure. What does that add? Variety. Okay, so where are you missing variety? How can you add that in, right? Like there's why all underneath that. So ask and you shall receive. Because I got the Soul Flame card, I am going to pull one Romance Angels card. And then kind of let you just go on your merry way. Like pile 4, it's not that you don't have any work to do. It's that you really need to step back and enjoy. So turn off this video when it's done and go be in your glowy, like etheric self. Just be in the vibe, be in your feminine essence. Like, I don't know, do some dancing, do some prayer or something. You just got called to prayer, right? Find some way to contemplate and process and just remind yourself of all the stuff you know how to do, and maybe see where you're not doing some of them, or where you're not believing some of them now. Just feels like, yeah, it feels like a good time to just pause. You're almost up the mountain. Pause. You make a meal. You get your bearings. You climatize. You keep climbing. All right. And then if you are in a religious. If you are in a romantic connection, religious factors. This card. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So it could be any part of your upbringing, but also the spiritual path you're currently on could be a reason why you're currently not in a loving connection, or why you need more deepening in that love connection. So however that resonates for you, it feels as though part of your mission here is also part of what's holding you back. So your spiritual path and the amount that you know and have deepened in, that is part of what's holding you back and holding, people at a different spot on the mountain. It is not to say that they're not still going to come and meet you at that exact same spot at some point. But just that's the current feeling that, you have. So pile 4, that's what you need to get to your next level, is just understanding, rerouting, and feeling in the moment. All right, if you would like to book a session with me, some energetic alignment, to talk more about your mission and to get you on track with that would be awesome. You can feel free to book a session below. You can find that in the description. And intuitive guidance is a good one to start with. And the Align Your Life challenge is going to come up this month. So I'm really excited to announce that. Pile 5, grounded. I love this. I've just been so drawn to butterflies lately, and cows and goats, and I don't know. I've just been really feeling very drawn to all those things, and yeah, meadows. It says many of the most evolved beings on earth are the regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yeah, this is so much the vibe right now. I can't even explain. I will be not surprised if you also chose pile 4. So let me know if you chose pile 4 and now you're coming on to the pile. Or sorry, let me know if you chose pile 3 and now you're on the pile 4 reading. No, 4 and now you chose 5. This is 5. I'm so not used to doing 5 readings. Okay. Let me know if you chose 4, you just watched 4, and now you're on 5 with me currently. Grounded, grounded, grounded. Earth magic. Okay, you are here for some very exciting divine purpose. I really do feel, yeah, look, celebration. Celebrate. Feels like you're finding your people, you're finding your place, you're finding your footing. Feels like you're also, that you're here for like a lot more. And I feel like you also are being quiet right now. Feels like a quiet energy. Knowing that you're going to have to be loud quite soon, I'm hearing. So I've shown you how I put the cards back, and I always put them like I'll split it here, I'll split it there, I'll split it some other spot, like I split it and go through and put all the different cards in, and then I shuffle and put it back. Then whenever I pull on camera here, I shuffle and I pull. This card already showed up today. It was in the Twin Flame reading, and this showed up in a recent love reading that I did for someone as well. So this is the Cow Spirit. Miracles are endless. Like, okay. Feel like we're getting a vibe. It will not surprise me if you're also a Twin Flame person. And again, I thought I wasn't even going to bother doing them this week, but here I am. So miracles are endless. And frog spirit, frog, I've been seeing all the time. I'm like, I don't know why I just want to like not show you, but frog spirit all the time. I've been seeing frogs lately, probably for the last 5 or 6 days. So please tell me if you've been seeing frogs too, if you've been seeing a lot more of them, just noticing them or something. Um, yeah, and in my dreams, and always with these balls, like always like a frog with like an orb. Let me know if you've seen any of those, because I'd be cool. It would be cool to talk about. It's not just me living my weird frogger life over here. That says clear out the clutter. So miracles are endless. Clear out the clutter, and you're also getting groundedness and understanding that like you are an average person and you are an extraordinary person. You are here for absolutely beautiful things, and you're living a mundane human existence. Both of those things are true and magnificent. In actuality, just the mere fact that those can both be true is magnificent and erases how boring the human part of it sounds. Okay. I'm getting really drawn to Atlantis. You may feel a connection with mermaids, with being underwater. You might feel some sort of otherworldly connection when you feel like there's like so much to explore underwater. There's something like really engaging about that. Express love through gifts. I felt called just to pull whispers of love cards for you. So it feels like the next thing for you in life is figuring out, clearing out this clutter, this miracle. It feels like attached to love because I got that twin flame connection. And because like whenever I see two animals on a card that basically just look like, two cuties, like you belong together. I kind of get drawn to continue reading for love. Anyway. So express your love through gifts. Even a small token of love can convey great appreciation. And reevaluate your desires. So it feels as though pile 5, you're being called to give more love. You're actually being called to share more and give more love. And it may be that there's like a ball or an orb or there's like a circular thing. There's something, I don't know, it just feels really funny. There's something circular that needs to be given. Either a pearl or something. And it says back to what you love. And it's like these butterflies are leading you down this path. So it's like the transformation that you're going through is leading you down this. The growth that you're going through is leading. So the transformation wasn't a distraction, I'm hearing. It was not a distraction. It was leading you down the path. It says reevaluate your desires. So I am getting the feeling like maybe you've been focusing on your healing for a while, that you haven't opened up to miracles being possible, or stuff that now needs to leave, that is now clutter. It might be like you're moving so quickly. I do this all the time. This is like one of my worst, most frustrating habits. It's like that I'll forget about the real world and I'll be like really in the zone of, work and mental things, very Aries, like head energy, right? So I'll be really into mental things and I'll be like getting so much stuff done. I'll forget, like literally I'll forget my laundry and just go, oh my gosh, now I need a whole day for my laundry because it just kept piling up or things like that. Right. So thinking about those like base needs that you have, focus on what you want. And in this, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because I keep feeling like I want to talk about this reevaluation. It feels as though what you have been seeking and wanting within this connection or just within your life in general, you can take it more broad strokes. What you've been wanting has been something that's given you so much inspiration. And now that it's come to fruition and a lot of hard work has needed to happen in order to get you there, it's actually like you're not even believing that it's possible. It's like you just got it's almost like you enjoyed the journey enough now that it doesn't really matter if it ends up that way. And so you kind of just don't even believe that it will. And it's safer for your mind to see that rather than for you to have to continue stepping up and out of that old suit. New love. So it could be that new love is on its way, or like I say, a renewed love. And it's like, this is funny. In this card, the merman is like passing this pearl. And in here, this like air person is like catching the star. Like it's just there's a lot of like, there needs to be an exchange. I'm definitely getting that there's a gift, that there's something circular, that there's something shiny, orbs. I'm getting lots of different things with that. So let me know if any of that resonates with you. And it says, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or your spiritual growth, or for spiritual growth. So it could be that you have a renewed sense of love with something, project or person. Could also be with yourself. I am getting the feeling though that this, it's like embracing opportunity in general, just embracing opportunity. And then you are limitless. So this is really about not having your mind create those limits. Yeah, unicorn energy, seeing as though if you can do anything that you choose, then what are the choices you're making, right? If you're in this grounded spot and you're pretty set on what you've been doing and taking care of, then like now what? Now what is a question that I'm getting for this group. Now what? You're limitless. You can do anything you choose. Well, now what? Well, you're limitless, right? So then what do you do with that? And so what are your desires? It's been so long, you don't even know what your real desires are because you have not trusted that they're going to work out. And then you went again. It's almost like you've been so in the work of that you forgot what it was for. And it's hard to hold space for what it's for now. Trust that reconciliation is happening. Okay, so these are your romance cards. So if it has to do with the romance or if you just like these, trust. So calling for you to have faith, reconciliation, someone from the past is returning, and then children. And you're being affected by children. Children are involved in this connection in some way or in this next stage in life. Trust, reconciliation, and children. And you are limitless. So pile 5, let me know if that resonates. Interesting message. I'd be curious whether you also chose another pile. It feels like this was an add-on message because it didn't feel like an entire separate thing. So let me know if you just chose pile 5 and that was it. Let me know. I'd be curious. Okay, if you're looking to book in a session with me, I have all the information in the description box below. If you're here and you liked the message, like and subscribe. Make sure that you can keep seeing me again, and we'll chat soon. Take care.